you guys have family members that are veterans? You do? Who is a veteran in your family? Oh.
My grandma and my grandpa that passed though. So.
Oh, was he like a?
He was in the army.
Oh, in the army.
Yeah. My grandma, she was like, you know how they be like, the clinics and stuff. Like, yeah, like she was like one.
Yeah. What did they call not Red Cross, but there's a name for the branch of medical service people that do, especially at wartime.
I don't remember that either.
You gotta get closer, or you can pull it closer to you. It's easier. No, just move the whole thing. There you go. Then you just sort
That'll work.
Yeah, now I can hear you good.
Okay.
So you were a Navy guy.
I was, yeah. Although one of the weird things about me being a Navy guy is I never saw a boat.
That's what you said.
Yeah. You might have been on more boats than I have.
I probably was.
Yeah. No, I worked on aviation electronics. I worked on airplanes that the mission was to track submarines, like enemy submarines around the world. And then I also worked on what was called the EA-6B Prowler, and it was a electronic attack airplane.
Are those? Do they still use those things, or you think now it's mostly drones?
Well, it's one of the most important airplanes for both the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, everyone. Now it's called the EA-6B Growler, so they basically took all the technology that was on the old plane that was the Prowler, and they put it on an F-18, basically, just a much faster plane, obviously.
Oh, fighter jet.
Yes.
Like a fighter jet.
All of the equipment that used to be on the Prowler is now on that EA-6B Growler.
And how long were you in the Navy?
5 years, 3 months.
5 years, 3 months.
Yes.
And you go right out of high school?
I did. I was in the halls of Northside when 9/11 happened, and I was kicking around, going to college, maybe going to Wabash and playing soccer. That was one of the ideas that I had. But right after 9/11, I had already been considering the military as well, and I said, I told my friends and mom, I said, you know what? I think the next recruiter that calls me, I'm just going to say yes. And so my recruiter called.
So it could have been Air Force, the Army. You would have been all in.
Could have been anything, but Navy guy called. He started going into like selling me, and I was like, yeah, I'm in. I'll do it.
Now, where were you stationed?
All over, Mr.
Okay.
West. I went to AIMD Roosevelt Roads in Puerto Rico. I spent 4.5 months there. Closed that base down. Then I spent 10.5 months in a place called Diego Garcia.
Yeah, I've heard
tiny
that.
island. Yeah, super secret stuff goes on that island. You know all about stuff like that. But it's an extremely.
I can tell you about it, but then
exactly.
You disappear.
I don't need to disappear. But yeah, so Diego Garcia, middle of the Indian Ocean, extremely strategic for our response in both Asia and the Middle East, and then.
And people don't realize that the U.S. has military bases everywhere.
Oh,
I mean, they're all over the world. You can,
I spent 9 months in Germany and 3 months in Japan, and in between all of those deployments, I was stationed primarily in Washington, a place called Whidbey Island, Washington.
Oh, the state of Washington.
The state of Washington, yeah, kind of near the city of Seattle. It's about an hour away.
So, did you ever take a boat anywhere?
I took a tour on the USS Stennis.
No. I'm saying like when you went from this place to another place, you never took a boat there.
No, I flew. I flew. Yeah, so like I flew into Singapore and spent a night in Singapore and flew up through Alaska to get to Japan, and that was crazy because that was like 20 hours of flying. I mean, it was a lot.
You obviously used your GI Bill college fund to.
Oh, I did, yeah. So my undergrad was basically paid for with the MGI Bill.
Did you buy your first house with a veterans loan?
I did. Actually, my first 2 loans were veterans loans, although, like the most recent home that I purchased, we did conventional.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can only use, I mean, I think you can carry it over once or something, and then you go away from because by then you have credit. You don't have to worry about it.
Well, yeah. And not only credit, but then also just the ability to make the down payment to not have to pay P&I.
Yeah. You know, when I was in the military, one of the coolest things you could do, did you stay in the reserves? Because really when you join the military, most people don't realize this, but when you join, you may only serve 4 years like active duty, but then you still have 4 years of inactive. So that means they could call you back in that 8 years.
Yeah.
It's an 8-year deal. So if you serve 6, you still have 2 that they could call you back if they needed you. Did you ever go to like down in Fort Ben Harrison in Indianapolis, they had go to the PX and buy go shopping basically because it's cheaper.
Gotcha. No, I did not. No.
Yeah.
So when I got out, and I do know that, so I 5 years, 3 months in, but then 3 years and 9 months of inactive reserve. So I did not do active reserve in that.
Yeah. And to see if you have your
time.
ID card, if you stayed like reserves or you have that card, you could go in there and use the PX, which was kind of cool because especially if you had a baby because, diapers.
Oh, man, duty-free diapers, yeah.
You're talking to, it's, I don't want to say it's half, but at that time it was significantly cheaper to buy things in bulk from the PX than to go to the grocery store or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Mr. West, you asked me where I served. How about you? Where did you serve when you were in?
Well, I was actually in the Army stationed at Fort Bragg, which is, I think it's called Fort Freedom now or something. They changed the name of it. I don't know why. Yeah. I think they've changed the name. But I spent, I'd say about 4 months at Fort Benning, Georgia, where that's where airborne school is. Yeah. That's where, infantry training school is, those things. So, and then I spent 3 months, almost 4 months in Panama, and then almost a whole year in the first, in the Gulf, in the first Desert Storm, Desert Shield.
Now, when you were in Panama, you jumped out of airplanes.
Yes, we jumped
into the middle of Panama.
Yes, we jumped. It's interesting because we thought when we left Fort Bragg, we believed we were in parachutes. Mm-hmm. We thought we were literally gonna take a landing in Germany or Spain or somewhere. And then, so we took parachutes with us because we thought we were jumping into Baghdad or something of that. And most people don't the 82nd Airborne. Their job is to secure airfields. They would, you would basically parachute in, secure an airfield, and then you could start landing, more heavy machinery, equipment, supplies, those things on that captured airfield. Now I don't. What they do today is, probably totally different what you did 25 years ago, 30 years ago. But totally different.
So one of the bases that I was at, or one of the commands I served at, was ELU 1, Expeditionary Logistics Unit 1. Yeah. So basically the Army would go in and secure an airfield, and then we would drop our, they're just like the back of semis. We could drop 30 of those backs of semis, get them all loaded, put together, and have a full... the full ability to service airplanes. I think it's within 48 hours.
It's crazy. So, it's crazy. People don't realize how quickly you can get the U.S. force.
Yeah, and anywhere it needs to be.
Anywhere, pretty quick. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. So, but you all, one of the benefits that we get today is all the free food, and there's I think there are 63 or 64 local restaurants that you can go to tonight and eat for free. But you have to have your DD-214. Do you have your DD-214?
I mean, I do. I have copies. They're at home.
Yeah. So you just take that and you can go into most restaurants and eat for free, get things for free. Yep.
What if I show this?
That's probably going to work.
I'm guessing that's going to work.
That's going to work.
It's my expired, military. ID, but it typically works. Yeah, it typically works.
Yeah, I took a picture of my
Oh,
honorable
you're
discharge before, that's fine.
Oh yeah, that'd
Oh,
be good too.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about
The weather.
the weather.
Okay, what do you want to know about the weather?
So, if you look at the Northerner from
Yep.
last week,
Yep.
I think it said it wasn't gonna snow until like Tuesday,
Yep.
and then you wake up Sunday morning, and there's snow on the ground.
Do you want to hear an interesting story? Mr. Klein was at the Notre Dame game Saturday night, and he had to drive back in that snowstorm.
It was crazy, yeah. So in the middle of the third quarter, the rain, it had been raining on us the whole game. Middle of the third quarter, my son looks up and he's like, "Dad, it's snowing." I'm like, "No, it's not." I look up and I'm like, "Oh yeah, look at that, it's snowing." And then then for the whole
Temperature
rest,
kept dropping.
Yeah, temperature kept dropping.
It started
So
to drop quick too.
when we walked out to our car, it took us like a 20-some minutes from the stadium to get to our car. We had a half inch of snow sitting on top of our car.
Now, was it bad on the way back or not too bad?
Until Warsaw. So we outran the storm.
Oh.
About the time I hit Warsaw, there was nothing, no rain or anything. And actually, and so I went to bed, I guess it would have been Sunday morning at like 1 a.m., maybe 1:30. And I had zero clue it was going to snow that much.
Right.
So I woke up
I know. I
kind of
woke up.
surprised.
It was shocking.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, I have no decision-making ability for delays and things of that sort. So, no reason to send me an email in the morning saying, "Do you know if we're delayed?" Because I would not know before you. That decision is made by transportation, not us. So don't send me an email or text, Jaden, and say, "Mr. West, we have school today." I'll be like, "Yes," even if we
Always.
don't. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you want to know about my future? You want to know my future forecast? This Saturday is going to be about 70 degrees. That's my guess.
70.
Yep. It'll be close to 70. Upper 60s at least. That's my
Wow, that's going to be
prognostication.
amazing.
I'd say like maybe upper 50s.
You want to bet?
I'm broke.
All right. We don't gamble anyways. Yeah, weather's crazy. It's going to be crazy. There's somebody told me there's something about there's you know how like a few years ago had the El Nino thing?
Mm-hmm.
There's something like that that's saying that this could be a record-breaking snowfall winter.
I'm all here for it.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like the snow?
I do. My, I got out on Sunday morning, built a big snowman with my kids, and threw snowballs with them, and it was a great time.
Yeah, that snow is okay.
Yeah.
But when it gets to be that,
Oh, the soup.
18 degrees and it's that pelting snow,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that gets old fast.
Now, it's been like 10 years or more since we've had an 8+ inch snowstorm. So it's been a long time since we had like just a.
It isn't that. I don't know. I have a picture of.
Now we've had multiple days in a row. I'm talking about one snowstorm.
Snowstorm.
Yeah. So like 2014.
Where you get 8 to 10.
Yeah, we had like that 12 inch
Yeah,
snowstorm.
that may be
was,
that. I was going through my phone looking at some old pictures and things like that, and I saw one where I had gone outside and measured like the snow depth, and it was 16 inches in my yard.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
That'd be a lot. I mean, that's a lot of snow. You guys aren't worried about weather, are you?
Football next.
The what?
Yeah.
Well, you had a good game, Jaden.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
So
Dave, he went 28 for 30.
yeah, I know.
Literally
how many
only
yards
2
rushing
drops,
did you have?
two missed throws.
How many yards rushing did you have?
145.
Why didn't you do that every game?
Really, I mean, I had more design runs this game. Out of the whole season, design runs for me wasn't really called. Or like, I
Was
just
that
didn't
was
really,
that a you decision or a you feeling or you not being comfortable or
Nah,
just
that was just what's best for the team.
Yeah, that's what the tape said, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that they struggled sometimes with the run, and so probably something you guys saw on tape, and it obviously it worked as far as getting yardage and putting up our own points, and
Yeah.
it was close until what, like the third quarter? Is that when you were? I mean, it was back and forth the whole time, really.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Jermeek, how was it for you? Jermeek actually, he had a great game too.
Did you catch that one on the sideline that was right deep?
Yeah.
Did you not score?
No, I got 2 feet in, but I tracked it out of bounds.
Gotcha.
Like,
So he threw you out of bounds.
basically, yeah, he threw me out of bounds.
So you threw him out of bounds because how far ahead of the guy were you?
I had 5 yards.
Number 30, right?
I had maybe 4 yards on him.
That was number 30, right?
Yeah, no, it's number 83. The corner was number 83.
I didn't have a cornerback with number 30.
They had him in rotation. It was 83, the 30, and
You
30.
saw 83. You were tapping the top of your head, weren't you?
Coach BJ knew like where I was gonna line up at, and he seen who the DB was there, so he caught that and got the first down.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you had a good season, especially because you were hurt a little bit.
Yeah, the first game I ain't played.
Last year you were hurt the whole time.
Yeah, I broke my wrist.
Yeah. So you still have track to go?
Yeah,
And did you run track last year?
yeah.
Were you on the 4x1 last year?
Like I was on it, but then it took me off. I'm not sure why.
You don't know why?
Nah.
Oh.
This year he said I was gonna be on it though.
So you're going to be.
Yeah.
Are you the first guy, the second guy, the third guy, or the fourth guy?
He said that it was gonna be Jay Sean early, 1, and me 2, and more than likely Malik, and I'm not sure who the other person would be.
Person to be determined.
Yeah. Could possibly be Sebastian if he.
Huh. Or it might be somebody younger that you don't even realize.
Oh, Jada Abrams. Yeah.
Abrams, okay.
Jada Abrams.
Yeah.
That might be it.
But if you have Abrams run it, he can't run the open quarter.
The what?
He can't you can't run the 4x1 and the open 400.
Yeah.
Because they're back-to-back events.
Really? Like
Yeah.
what's first?
The 4x1. You can't do it, Dave. It's not possible. It's not possible to run a 9-8, to 10-3 second 4x1 split and then line up for the 400. Even if it's even if there's a break, even if it's a boy-girl meet, all that stuff. No, it's not.
So
cannot be done.
Some meets you run the open 4, and some meets you run the 4x1, right?
And that's true. I guess, it depends how successful that team is going to be, or, how much time has Jaden already taken off of his 400 from last year.
If it was you and you had a chance, say maybe individually, to make like a state tournament individually, but you said the 4x1 team potentially had a chance to place in the top 4, which one do you do?
I might have to do the 4x1. Yeah. I might do the 4x1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, individually.
Yeah.
The only bad thing, though, is individually. If you think about it, individually, you can count on yourself.
Yeah.
But, man, in a relay, somebody stumbles, slips, bad handoff.
Your pressure.
You're cooked. You're done. You know what I'm saying? Versus in a 400, you sort of,
Really depending on yourself. Girl.
yeah.
So, I might have to take that back.
You
I'll
gotta
do the
think
400.
about that.
Yeah, 400.
Yeah, you definitely have to, sort of like Jaden deciding, do I throw it or do I take off myself right here? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just you have to depend on who you have to depend on.
That's right. We do have to go pretty soon. But Jaden, I know you mentioned there were quite a few designed runs. You scrambled a couple times really successfully as well when it wasn't a designed run, and you just kind of put your legs into it and got us some good first downs.
Yeah, man,
Did you score a touchdown?
I scored 2.
2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
And you threw 1?
Yeah.
And Caleb ran for 2 also?
No, Caleb ran for 1.
Ran for 1. Okay. Yep.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you got to put the team on your back, sometimes.
Yeah,
When
for sure.
Good or the bad.
Ownership.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay. Well, thank you for having us on the day before Veterans Day.
You're welcome.
Yep, absolutely.
We're excited
Appreciate
about it. We're excited for tomorrow.
See you guys next week.
Okay.